to another exciting episode of your number one street show, the Connect Nigeria Street House. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about something rather sensitive, the issue called depression. Now, it is no news stating that depression has been plaguing a whole lot of individuals, with Nigeria alone accounting for 7 million depressed people. That is a whole lot of depressed people in one country. What causes depression? How do we tackle depression? And why is Nigeria the most depressed country in Africa? All this right now. My name is McQueen. Stick around for more.
This episode of Street Files is brought to you by Manifest Apparel.
Okay, hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Additional.
Additional. I like the way you're vibrant, so I know you answer my questions with vibrance.
Okay.
All right, now, Additional, tell me, what is the meaning of depression to you?
To me, depression means is a state of mind when you get imbalance with situation of life at the moment you are.
Statistics has shown that Nigeria is the most depressed country in Africa. Why do you think this is the case?
Most
Depressed country in Africa. Why do you think depression is so rampant in this country?
is due to the government.
There's many things. The first thing is about our government. Because if you look, as I'm discussing with my brother the other time, understand, when we are small, all of us go to public school. We go to free education. And I can see my parents, we have no issue, 9 children then. But today, I have only 3. Understand? To send them to go school, it's not easy.
A lot of people now have a lot of problem on their head. Likewise, even me as I'm standing now, I have a lot I'm thinking, because even the salary I'm earning is still low for my problems. I have a wife at home now. When I get home, you'll be expecting much from me, in which when I even get home now, I know what I'm going to offer her will not be enough to feed the children, because like now as a salary now, I'm working for 30 days, I'm earning 40,000. What will that solve?
If you put your children in public school or government school, people around you, they will be laughing you. That will not cause depression. Now I'm working inside Lekki. How much is my salary? I'm staying in Songwater. I got to wake up 3:30 a.m. to meet up my work. It's not a depression.
Depression in Nigeria now is too much. Even as you are seeing me now, even my son has finished secondary school for the past 2 years. No admission. That's number one. Number two, the school fees is now the private school are operating very well, but the public school, you take them to school, the child will say they should go and bring school fees again. How are we going to pay school fees when they say it's government school? They say this school is government and we are still paying.
See, depression, if I begin to divine it, 10 hours will not leave this place.
So how do we tackle this thing called depression?
Depression can be tackled in so many ways. Firstly, we need to identify people that are depressed. When you identify them, you need to get closer to them. They're just like HIV patients. Are you getting me? You don't need to cast them off the world. You need to accommodate them. Are you getting me? It could happen to anybody in life. You could be depressed at any point in time.
Firstly, our government have a lot to do. One, the salary we earn. Secondly, there is no job. The work I'm doing now is not that I'm satisfied, but at least, thank God, I have one.
Unless if people come out, say their feelings, so they will be hearing us. So
Like
as I'm saying now, as I'm crying, talking now, if they started hearing us, if you come, you talk. If I come, if another person come, talk it's on our mind. Maybe they will look after us.
So at least if we can have a work like me now, I work as a computer operator in a company. So the pay is not okay. If government will come, at least they have been talking of minimum wage now for long. Till now, it's not approved. So if they can do that, at least the minimum wage, like now in Nigeria, we are just fighting for 30,000 minimum wage in 21st century. So at least if we Nigeria, average Nigeria, if you can be at least SSC, can be any like 50K, it's not too much.
I think government should come in. Because if you look at the situation of the country today, that alone can make someone to become depressed. People are hungry. There's no food in the land. Several things are just happening that can just make someone. So that means if you can have good governance, there can be jobs for our youth. Many people are living in university, there's no jobs. And then by the time you walk around the streets of Lagos, become tired. So if there could be job provision from government, if maybe government can also empower the youth that are coming from school for them to do something with their hands, something tangible. I think it can also bring some kind of relief until maybe you are stabilized and then you can come up to like cater food for your family. I think government really should be a major factor that can make people to be happy. Because once you are happy, there's no how you are going to be depressed.
All right, thank you very much for talking to me, Promise. Have a lovely day. Okay, so we've come to the end of today's episode. Now you've heard from everybody what they said about the depressive state in Nigeria. I know it's a thing. Depression is everywhere. A lot of people are suffering it. I personally, I have, had my own share of depression. But one thing, a wise man once said, there is hope in the world, even when your brain tells you there isn't. So, you know what? Don't feel like anything is lost because there is always hope. Talk to somebody, do fun activities, and most importantly, talk to God. He is the only way. And with that said, we're done for today. Don't forget to check out our website at www.connectnigeria.com and also follow us on our social media platforms at Connect Nigeria and at Cntv Media on Instagram. Join the conversations. Tell us what you think. We love to hear from you. Okay? Stay connected. Until next time, I'll say stay connected. Bye-bye.
This episode of Street Files is brought to you by Manifest to Power.